Oh, hi. Welcome to Ed's Basketball Unlimited, bringing you the best thoughts and opinions on basketball. Now, let's welcome our host, Ed Bazaar. Thank you for all your support, everyone out there, and welcome to episode 3 of Ed's Basketball Unlimited. Today is a very emotional one for me. I want to talk about the Orlando Magic, my favorite team, but the 2004-2005 Orlando Magic. That's what I'm talking about here. So I'll just set the scene. It was 2004. I was living with my parents, not paying any rent or anything, just trying to work out what I was going to do with my life. But I was playing a game on the original Xbox, NBA 2K5. Yes, that one with Ben Wallace, Fear the Throw on the cover. It was actually the first cover without AI, Allen Iverson. He'd done the first few years of NBA 2K, and now this was the first one. So the Pistons had just won the championship 2004, and they were very popular at the time. So Ben Wallace is on the cover. It's cool. He's sort of stomping down, looking dangerous, and that was the game I was playing. So that team, that Orlando Magic team that I was playing with, had their own big three. You want to know who they were? Okay, they were Steve Francis, Grant Hill, and Dwight Howard. Okay, they weren't really a big three at the time because Dwight Howard was only his rookie season, but he did pretty good that season. He scored 12 points per game and 10 rebounds per game, which is great for a rookie. Grant Hill, I'd been watching him since the 90s. He's a legend. He was a legend in my eyes. And to actually have him and on my favorite team was just phenomenal. I loved it. And that was the best season he had with the Orlando Magic that season. 2004-2005, he scored 19 points per game that season. But Steve Francis, he was traded to the Orlando Magic that season with a trade with Tracy McGrady. So Francis was at the Houston Rockets. McGrady went to the Rockets. Francis went to the Magic. And look, T-Mac is my favorite player, but I wasn't going to be playing the Houston Rockets that year, that season on that game. I wasn't going to be playing with them. I wanted to play with the Orlando Magic. I wanted to stay true to Grant Hill. What a legend that he was. By the way, Grant Hill, you should check out a video on YouTube of him scoring 39 points against the Clippers that season. You'll see it on YouTube. He's just a master. He had a masterful mid-range, and his work inside the paint. He's very crafty. He can move around. He just knew how to score. So watch that video if you get a chance. But Steve Francis, he was a superstar. He really was. He's sort of like another Allen Iverson. He was just how he handled himself on the court was amazing. He had all the moves. He had all the skills. He was 6'3", point guard. That season he scored 21 points per game. And that was the only season he ever played for the Orlando Magic. He only played one season. But that season, for me, playing the game, I won championships with this team. I won championships. I learned about all the players at that time through the games. NBA 2K, NBA Inside Drive. These games really educated me on who were the popular players at the times. So this was a great team. And also on the bench of that Orlando Magic team, 2004-2005, there was Hedo Turkoglu, who's a Magic legend, and that was his first season with the Magic. But also Jameer Nelson was also a rookie that season as well, so he was coming off the bench. He was second all rookie team that season, so he was formidable. He was great. They also had Coutinho Mobley, who came from the Rockets with Steve Francis. He was no scrub. He could score. And he's a legend. 16 points per game that season. And then they had Pat Garrity. Pat Garrity. He only played with two teams. He played one season on his rookie season. And then he was with the Magic for 9 seasons. 9 seasons. And then he retired from the NBA. But Pat Garrity was a power forward, 6'9", small forward, power forward, who could shoot from 3. He shot 39% as a career average from 3-point range. Pat Garrity, I always saw him on the Orlando Magic teams around that era. So I remember him very clearly. So look at this team. You got Steve Francis at the point. You got Grant Hill at small forward. You could probably have Hedo Turkoglu as shooting guard. Dwight Howard at center, and at power forward, chuck in Pat Garrity for sure. With his the marksman that he was as a 3-point shooter. What a team that was. But can you imagine if that team had T-Mac in it, Tracy McGrady? Just the year before, I was playing NBA Inside Drive 2004. In 2003 it was. I was playing that 2003 Orlando Magic roster with T-Mac. But this season he was gone. 2004, 2005 he was gone. He'd been traded. But can you just imagine if he was on that team, having him as shooting guard with Grant Hill and Steve Francis and Dwight Howard? Just give it a couple of years. Let's say Grant Hill never had any injuries and he was just flourishing, and Dwight Howard matured more into his role, even though he scored averaged a double-double for his rookie season. He just continued to get better and better and better. With Steve Francis, the superstar that he was, what a team that would have been. And you know what? I can play that team right now today on NBA 2K. I can, because they're most of these guys are in the all-time Orlando Magic team, which is a dream come true for me. NBA 2K are making dreams come true here right now. Yes, with me and my Orlando Magic. My love for the Orlando Magic. What a team that would have been, and what a team that is whenever I play them on NBA 2K. And also add into there Rashard Lewis, the legend. He's now a Big 3 legend, the Big 3 league. He was amazing. For a career, he shot 15 points per game, but there was a run of about 4 or 5 seasons with the Seattle Supersonics where he scored over 20 points. He was lethal. He could shoot from 3. He was tall. He had all the moves, all the post moves that you want, and he was just very versatile in what he did. So Rashard Lewis, add that to the team, and just what a team that is, that you can play in NBA 2K. But that's me dreaming. That's the dream team for me, that Orlando Magic team. So thanks for hearing me out for my Orlando Magic 2004-2005 team that I used to play. I never got to watch them at the time play live, or any of the games really. And it wasn't until 2005 that YouTube started. So I just was before that era of the internet really taking off, where you could find videos from anywhere really. And our cable TV never had really NBA games either. So at the time, so I was missing out, but I learned and was educated from the games. The games really kept me up with my knowledge, and also books. There were books of these players that I could also purchase, and which I did, and and that's how I had to learn. We weren't as lucky as you guys in the USA at the time. And we're talking about 2003, 2004. And once YouTube kicked in and the internet really took off and Google really took off, then it was like you get all the knowledge you need on the NBA or any basketball team. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to me, and until next episode, I'll see you then. Bye bye.